In this video, we're going to be taking a look at these Instagram influencers you're seeing all over the internet, what they're about, how much they charge, how to get in contact with them, and how easy it is to actually work with them to promote your product. Let's go. Now, when people think of Instagram influencers, they probably think of people like Kim Kardashian or any of the Kardashian sisters, people like Barack Obama, who literally has millions of followers, or The Rock, who promotes his own brands, things like that. But really, Instagram influencers can be anybody with a decent following or a following that you think for your brand is big enough to make a difference. In my case, I'm looking for people under 100,000 followers. Not because of the follower count, more just because under 100,000 followers is going to be a little bit more affordable than anything above it. 100,000 is kind of where they start charging premium prices for their content, which is understandable, but at the same time, we don't really need that at this time. 100,000 or less is going to be fine for exactly what I want to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is gather up a list of the different kind of influencers that I want for my brand. And the thing is, the influencers can't just be random. You want to pick people that follow things like your brand image. They have things that are similar to what your brand is. So in my case, I'm going to be promoting a fitness app. So I don't want to be finding some cat Instagram account to promote my product. I want to be finding Instagram influencers, preferably female ones with a lot of followings, mostly just because I feel like females swipe through a lot more on Instagram stories than anybody else. I have no proof to back that up, but my girlfriend was just telling me about all the times that she swiped up on Instagram ads, and I can say I've literally never swiped up on one. So we're going to try this, and we're basically going to be going for female Instagram influencers who have a heavy hand in tracking their fitness, not just posting pictures in fitness clothing, but ones who actually have a following of people who want to follow them for their knowledge. So the first thing we're going to do is make a list of all these people. Now, once you have this list of these people, one way you can narrow down this list to say, hey, these people I actually want to go through and pay to promote my product is you can go to websites like influencermarketinghub.com, which basically is going to be a website where you can plug in anybody's name and see how their profile is actually performing in terms of other data points. So we can see that Kim Kardashian has a 1.53% engagement rate, 138,000 comments, 28 million likes, and 154 million followers. And this is based on the last 12 posts that they've posted. So that's a pretty awesome amount of interaction there, although there is only a 1.53% engagement rate. This is a good way to judge the people that you have on your list. See if they're people that you want to be actually in your short list of people to DM and try to work with. So I'm going to pop up on the screen right now the DM that I have from me to Kennedy. Basically, I said, hey, Kennedy, I want to reach out to you because you're from Michigan like me, and my girlfriend recommended you as someone she loves on Instagram. I went to CMU, which is like the college we went to, and created a fitness app called Simply. I'm reaching out to you to get pricing for some story/post ads with the app. I'm not entirely sure what this consists of yet, blah, blah, blah. If this is something you're interested in, let me know. So I was like super honest. I wasn't like the simple like, hey, Kennedy, you seem like a great fit for our brand. I was like trying to be personable and be like, hey, this is me. I went to CMU. I went and lived in Michigan. My girlfriend recommended you. So I'm trying to be very like personable reaching out to these people. Unfortunately, I've not received a response from her yet. Okay, so the next person I'm going to reach out to is this Muscle Barbie Brooke. So this is her profile. She's pretty into fitness, but she also lives in Michigan. So she went to Grand Valley State, which is on the west side of Michigan. And I mean, she has 31,000 followers, and she has a 3.66% engagement rate, which is pretty decent. So about a third the followers as Kennedy Frazier, but we're going to reach out to Muscle Barbie Brooke here. I'm just going to hit message. And let's try to come up with something here. Okay, so I just finished my DM to Muscle Barbie Brooke, and I said, hey, Brooke, I saw you went to GVSU, and I thought it might be awesome to reach out to someone who's also from Michigan. I went to CMU. To ask about your rates for promoting something on your story/a post. I developed a fitness app while at CMU, and I'm reaching out to influencers to see your rates for some swipe up stories and such. I don't really know how all this works, but if you're interested in talking more, please let me know. Trying to get some ads up before the new year. Thanks. So I'm trying to be like very personable and say like, I don't really know how this works. I don't want you to think I'm going to like strong arm you into give me a good price. I just want to have a conversation with you as another person and see how you might charge me for something like this. So I'm going to send this. I'm going to go to a coffee shop right now, and I'm going to type up a bunch of these DMs to these influencers. And when I get back, I will start recording again, and I'll show you all the DMs that I made. And then as I start to get responses, and if I get any, hopefully I do, I will start to teach you guys and tell you guys about how those responses are going and how that process works. This is the start of messaging influencers on Instagram. I don't really know how this is going to work out, but we will see, and I'll let you guys know where it goes from here. I'm going to go get some coffee because... yeah. Okay, so it's been a while. It's actually January now, and I actually finished this whole project, and I just wanted to kind of overview from where I left off to where I am now, because it all kind of happened very quickly, and I went home for the holidays and everything. So let's just kind of jump into where I was. So the last thing that I did was actually message all the Instagram influencers I messaged. I think ended up doing like 15 or 20, and I actually got one response, which is kind of crazy to me that like I wasn't saying like, hey, like, what can we do for free? What I was like, literally like, tell me your rates, tell me how much you want me to pay you, and I will. And they weren't responding. So it's almost like they're just like missing out on money. I don't know. I made it very clear that I wanted to pay them, and they didn't respond. So I got one response from actually somebody from back in Michigan, or they were from Michigan originally. She responded and just said, "Good evening. For swipe up stories, if I agree with the product, it's so much a story, and actual post is, so much. The story is obviously cheaper than the post. I'm not going to post her actual prices because I would just feel weird, but they're here." And then she said, "Let me know if you want to talk about it more." And I said, "Cool, here's the link to the app," sent her the link, and I kind of told her about the app and what it's about. And then from there on, she just kind of responded and told me like her stats, what she normally gets per view or per views per story. And then from there on, she just kind of like agreed to check out the app to see if it's something that she'd be interested in promoting on her page, because she's careful about not promoting things that aren't in line with what she promotes or what her image is, that kind of thing. Okay, so then on December 20th, I followed up with her and I was like, "Hey, just wanted to see how it went working with the app, trying it out." And she said that she'd love to post about it, and she'd post about it on Monday, and then she would just request Venmo money, kind of standard, whatever. So from there on, she actually created like a little template to post, like how to download it thing. But I actually had my own ad that I wanted to post, so I sent her that instead, because I just spent a lot of time designing that one, and I designed it a specific way. So if you are doing this, make sure you have your own kind of assets ready for them to promote, or something for them to post about, a picture, a video, something like that, because you're obviously going to be able to brand it better than they will, just because you know the product better. So then actually on December 26th, so the day after Christmas, she posted it. I wasn't quite sure if that would actually be a good or a bad thing, just because of the timing and the day and all that stuff. So let's actually go through the stats real quick, so you can kind of see how it actually worked out. So if you look on the stats before, and again, this is the first time I've ever made this app public. I've never told friends about it, that it was on the App Store. I've never like released it publicly anywhere. So all the downloads you're seeing right now are like strictly after this post and the first time I ever posted about it and that it was available. So if you look on December 23rd, 24th, 25th, I was getting like 0, 2, and 1 downloads. So basically like negligible downloads. December 26th, when she actually posted about it, I got 60 downloads, which was crazy. I mean, obviously I've never posted about this before, so 60 downloads was cool. And basically the next day I got another 18, so roughly about like 78 downloads probably came from her, which is pretty good. It's a little bit less than $1 per user basically, once you factor in a bunch of like the costs about everything. So it wasn't terrible to do that. But then if you look like later on, it just kind of dives back out to 0, 1. Like it kind of basically immediately tapers out. I can actually show you a graph view of what this looks like. So you can see when she posted about it, it skyrockets and then immediately kind of drops back down, which is why if you're going to be doing Instagram influencing marketing, you have to be kind of consistent with it and have the money to consistently pay people to promote about it until it starts getting more popular, because basically what's going to happen is you're going to have somebody post about it, all their viewers are going to see it, they're going to download it, and then the next day it's gone, and then there's no more traction, no more reason for anybody to go look at it. I actually ended up getting one person to upgrade to premium, which is $5 a month. So on top of the 78 users I actually got another $5 because somebody was going to, or somebody upgraded to the pro status of the app, which is pretty cool too. I'm doing an app, so the thing is when they download the app right now, it's free. There's no immediate revenue gain for me. The idea is that eventually I'll have enough users to start posting ads and making money off that, and then also the premium subscriptions for the people who want to get rid of the ads. And I don't have an exact direct return on my investment immediately. If you're selling a product though, I mean, let's say you were selling a product for $5, and let's say you did this ad, and maybe let's say half, it's still a lot, but let's say 40 people went to go buy it. You're making making $5 off of 40 people immediately. If that's how it works. It's not going to work that way because mine's free, so people are going to download it more. If you have a paid product, you make it a few here and there per post. But Instagram influencing is basically like a wave. So every time you pay an Instagram influencer to promote your product, your app, your service, whatever, you're going to get a huge spike from the first day that they post about it. And then it's going to kind of taper off, and then you're not going to have anything else from them after that. So you either have to work with the same influencer a lot and keep promoting and posting through that person, or kind of spam throughout the week or the month, whatever, a bunch of different influencers. So you're kind of hitting the market in different spots with different users. I'm probably going to do this again just because it worked out for me. I got 80 users and actually one paid user. So 79 free ones and like one paid user off of this, which is a pretty good investment for what I did. And we're going to see from here how many of these users stick around, how many of them keep using the app, and how many upgrade to premium to see if, you know, the monetary value is worth it. But for me, getting 80 users who I can then promote ads to is going to be, you know, a pretty big value for what I paid for them. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really have fun doing this stuff. If you want to check out the app, check in the link in the description. It's like a fitness tracking app. It's only on iOS right now, but I'm having so much fun developing it. It's pretty intense in terms of like what it looks like and what it can do. I'm really proud of it. So if you want to check it out, the link will be in the description to download it. I do want to make more videos about the app because it's kind of like a cool process developing an app and marketing it and selling it. So if you want to see more about that, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and I'll do more videos about that stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about how this, like any more details about it, I know I kind of skimmed over like the interaction with the Instagram influencer in the beginning, but I only did get one response. So the pictures I've posted of our conversation was basically the only information I got because nobody responded, which blows my mind that I was like offering money for all they had to do was post like a story. It wasn't even like a post. It like where it had to stick around. It was gone in the next day in 24 hours. So it was basically free money. I honestly don't know why people didn't respond. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See you guys in the next one. Peace.